we can't have that.
Oh no!
No,
Oh, no, it's the devil.
It's copyright infringement.
I'll copy your right infringement.
Hey, honey, can you make me a sandwich? No.
No.
All right. Are we? I feel like we're missing some people. We're missing a lot of people. Holy shit.
So we're missing Roboot. We're missing we got AC Bone.
I know SDB
I'm
is
here.
kind of gone at the moment. But
SDB's,
I
think
that's
SDB's at
typical.
work.
Yeah, I think he's
Simbard right now isn't here.
Sim isn't
Simbard.
here. But I mean, we got a good chunk of people here.
Yeah, Robo's mic currently isn't working. I wonder if that's either he just didn't know that we're streaming right now, or he just doesn't want to.
He's too afraid.
I think he's
he
a little
can't
upset.
face the
I
music.
think he's a little upset.
Yeah,
that
his mic
mic's
kind of
not
got
working.
screwed up yesterday.
No, hold on. Let me take a fucking head count here. So it's me, Nor, Joshy, AC, and that's all the people who just know what's. Okay, so wow, we have like half of the people in this room right now, or around half the people, actually have like fully finished Umineko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh yeah, I mean like I said, yeah, I know fully.
Well, I mean, like, fucking Noir went
on Discord.
I'm curious because it's like I know that we're going to be marketing the Umineko thing as like for fans and first timers because we're gonna have new people here and they're gonna be reacting to it in real time. And I feel like we don't have enough new people in here a little bit.
well, I mean, like a good half and half is fine.
I guess I know.
You should stream in the
Yeah,
Discord.
but it
by
actually
the way.
works better because
Yeah,
half
it
the
should,
people
because
are like,
Yeah.
"Hey, look at this thing," and then the other half are like, "Oh my god, it's a thing!"
Mm-hmm. I think this weekend I'll record the shilling video, where I'm like, hey,
Do it.
this is happening.
Announce that my shitty voice will finally do a roll.
Attention, all Umineko fans. I have to do in like the announcing voice.
Man.
Attention, all Umineko fans.
Get a drum roll.
I
Get a
can't
drum
wait
roll
until
and
I
turn-
voice actual main character.
Mm-hmm. God,
Attention, all Stardust Crusaders.
why the fuck did they have so many like pages of fucking saves? This game does not need this many save slots.
Hey,
Hey,
doesn't
you never-
Umineko only has a limited amount, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
like
think
way
so.
less than this.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, without
Someone
further...
who actively plays a bunch of other visual novels, sometimes people need those extra saves for rotations. You never know where the path will take you.
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking Higurashi has thrown that curveball at us.
I have faith in my ability to not
Dramatical
die.
Murder, Fate Stay Night.
I think isn't Dramatical Murder banned on Twitch?
What?
Let me see actually.
Grammatical
Games
what?
banned on Twitch.
No matter, let's just go ahead and get right to it. Please and thank you.
Dramatical Murder is banned on Twitch. Why is that, Kaneko?
Hey, porn?
Oh,
yeah, the
I
big,
just
big
typed
porn.
in dramatic murder and I see why.
it's in
They
the-
won't lie
in-
it.
in
That
the-
anus really is defenseless.
To be fair,
Oh boy, those are some boys kissing. Damn.
man, it's in the same category
Enemy's Tamer.
as games like Hoonie Pop, Suck My Dick or Die.
Oh, Dramatical Murders has some
That
great
one
art
I've
style.
never heard of.
I'm also.
Yeah, I haven't heard that either.
I'm not gonna say the full name of this one, but the phrase "violent semen inferno" is something I never thought I'd ever see.
Okay.
And that's only the second half of the title.
We have fun here.
Oh my god, I saw the full thing.
Woo!
Kaneko, why is this albino boy sucking blood from this blue hair boy?
If I took the time to
Reasons.
explain everything in Dramatical Murder, we'd be here all night.
You also might be.
I was saying, what is the point of
Cleansing?
Twitch like naming these like freaking H games as like you can't stream
Cleansing?
this? Well, like no shit.
I mean, hey, you know, Muv-Love isn't banned here, so maybe someday.
That is
Maybe.
strange, though. Doesn't Muv-Love have that one scene where the girl is going straight for the...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not going to mention it here. Let's
Don't-
carry on.
Don't forget
And-
your carnal relationship pass.
I wish that Seikon no Quasar had a visual novel we could read on stream.
Casey, I think that title's banned for other reasons besides porn.
Yeah, I know, but
Sort of like how hatred would just be banned regardless.
I mean, Hatred's banned, actually.
Is
Yeah,
Hatred
Hatred isn't
banned? I
banned.
thought it wasn't.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's an
Not?
edgy. It's just an edgy.
Oh wait, no.
top-down
There's
shooter.
a blanket
my
ban on
name is
any
not
game
important.
that's rated
You can play
adults
both
only,
on
and that
screen.
game actually is.
All
That
right.
game's rated adults only,
And
so no, you
Postal is
can't
just
stream
the
it on
console
Twitch.
version of Hatred.
All right. So, enough
Visual
talking
novel.
about what things we can't watch on Twitch.
Let's
start
watch
with-
something on Twitch.
Yeah, let's watch a visual novel on twitch.com/orangeboy.
I do have one more thing that is Higurashi related. If we go pretty good tonight, we might be hitting some shit.
Fucking hope so. All right,
So
let's.
shit will be popping off, everybody.
People will die of fun. Let's get
And
to it.
murder.
And murder, especially the murder. Oh boy, it's time for White Boy Summer. Okay.
They're both Japanese.
Wait, White Boy Summer got canceled.
Because of, the R word.
Hey,
Whoa, whoa.
What? I was talking
Okay,
about.
detour.
Detour,
I am
no more
taking a-
detours. It's time for me to do my
Detour, back on the
battler
highway,
voice.
everybody.
No, I'm used to this kind of thing. But I really appreciate you bringing in some stuff. Akasaka-san smiled like a happy child as he ate the strawberry-flavored shaved ice.
He is too precious for this world.
So has there been anything yet? Have you heard from Tomitake-san? No, nothing yet. He's too busy recording a Let's Play again. But Takano-san was saying she can't get a hold of him. That's right. You changed his hotel, huh? You think she noticed something? No, I don't think she has. Adoli's probably just going around taking pictures. But it's only a matter of time before she becomes suspicious. There will be a strong wind soon, one way or another. Dr. Irie, please be very careful. Yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, I just saw Oishi-san. He told me to tell you something. I explained the 48-hour operation to Akasaka-san. Akasaka-san seemed impressed with the notion, especially because I told him it came from the girls. And Keiichi. That's a fantastic idea. That'll shake up our enemy quite a bit. It'll give Tomitake-san a big opportunity to find something to find out something too. So when is the operation going to take place? That'll be decided when they meet with Oishi-san tonight. If you don't have much time, it may be as early as tomorrow morning. I see. It's pretty stressful just waiting for the battle to begin. Something we can do, we might as well just do it. Your time in Hinamizawa is limited too. So how much longer can you stay? I told Yukie that I should be home by midnight on Sunday. But if the situation changes, I may have to stay here longer. She's a policeman's wife. She'll understand after she's done cheating on me.
Don't go there.
You can't even call it from here, huh? Thought I'd put you in that situation. Don't worry. It's not like we're newlyweds. She won't divorce me just for not calling her every night. Although he says that, it's easy to tell that Akasaka-san wants to hear the sound of her voice. Are there many changes on your end? If there's anything you need, I'll bring it. I really don't need anything yet. Any changes? Well, it's hard to say. There are just too many people going in and out for the festival. Even if there's someone suspicious among them, I can't tell. We should assume our enemies are hidden among them. We should be on our guard. That sounds about right. By the way, the mountain dog is starting to move, just as you said. When I asked Okanoki about their plans, he said that he's raising security level for the days surrounding the festival to take account the possibility that some criminal might use the 5th year of the curse to target Rika-chan. Imagine the situation right now. Almost looks like all the preparations, officially and unofficially, are going smoothly for tomorrow's festival. So you're saying, tomorrow, it's going to be a festival in more ways than one, then? If the 40-hour operation gets underway tomorrow morning, it'll be quite a turbulent day. Yes. Everything will change. Starting tomorrow. June 19th, 1983. A tempestuous day that divides a peaceful world from a tragic one. The fate of the world will change on that day. I finished my secret meeting with Akasaka-san and left while calling up the second floor window, pretending to address the girls. When some villagers saw me do that, they asked what they were doing. They asked me about both girls, which made me very happy. What Oryu-san said yesterday had already spread among the villagers. In other words, the curse of Oyashiro-sama may have already lifted, even before tomorrow's festival. If nothing happens tomorrow, then this village is finally free from the curse and the ghost of the dam conflict. As we prepare for the upcoming battle, I realize the extent of the responsibility we've taken on. But at the same time, that gives me strength. Oh, it's you!
Hello.
After
That
greeting
sneeze
officials
was-
under...
That sneeze was weirdly, perfectly timed. Look.
After greeting officials under the main tent, I ran into Takano-san as I headed back to the clinic. It's unusual for her to be here alone. If Tomitake-san was with her, I could understand. But she's never come here by herself. For a moment, I thought maybe she suspected a connection between me and Akasaka-san. But it doesn't seem that way. I'm relieved. Oh, this is unusual. What are you doing here?
Nothing really. I'm just taking a walk.
I see. It's a nice day today. That's a perfect day for taking a walk.
Wonder if Jiro-san is taking a walk too.
Those words had a strange nuance to them. Takano-san normally only spends time with Tomitake-san out of politeness. At least that's how she's been acting. When I heard her say that, I was a little surprised. Maybe so. He's from Tokyo. I'm sure he's enjoying the fresh air and the beauty of Hinamizawa.
Director, do you have any idea where Jiro-san went?
No, I don't.
He didn't come to the meeting last night. It was a good thing someone else was there to take his place, but he should have been there. He's neglecting his job, don't you think?
This is going in the wrong direction. I have to change the subject. Well, I'm sure he needed a little break. I bet he wanted to be alone. Just like you.
Yeah. I can see that.
I think that went well. Should ask about Tomitake-san after that. Just started T-posing, it was weird. Looked around, I can imagine how lavish this festival is going to be tomorrow. Watanagashi is the biggest festival of the year around here. It's grown in scale ever since the dam conflict ended. In the end, this year, the village festival is hitting its peak. I'm sure villagers of all ages will enjoy themselves tomorrow. Takano-san and I overlooked the heartwarming scene. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It will be fun.
Conversation was very ironic. We both meant something different as we spoke. I can hardly wait for the festival to start.
Yeah. The festival is about to begin.
I noticed an indescribably bitter smile on her face. I hope it'll be a nice day tomorrow. After all these preparations, it'll be a shame if it rains.
They worked so hard to prepare for this grand festival. Little rain won't stop them.
Yeah, I guess. There'll be a festival, no matter the weather, huh?
Yes. There will be a grand festival. I'm sure of it.
Oishan agreed to participate. In other words, he had given us the green light.
Good job. Bet you had some difficulties.
No, not really. They actually agreed pretty easily. Boy, how nice it is to be young. I was the only one who struggled to make a decision. Pitiful, huh? We can't turn back anymore. I'll give it everything I have. Oishi-san was always a man with great presence. He seemed pretty reliable when he's that determined. This will work. This operation will be a success. The enemy is unthinkably strong, but we're going on the offensive first. It's like in sumo, right? No matter how huge the opponent may be, just that the entire match can be settled in an instant with a quick shift in stance during the opening rush.
Eureka? Doesn't it feel reassuring to have this many people on your side?
We don't intend on refuting you anymore. I was almost ready to give up just a few days ago, but now, I can't believe how much the situation has evolved. Just might be possible to change our fate after all.
Yeah, that's not good enough!
Right. Shouldn't say we might change our fate. You will change it. You will win. You will defeat fate.
In any case, the timing of our trap is extremely important.
What do you mean timing? We should act immediately. Tonight. It'll have been 48 hours since Rika-chan disappeared. The longer we wait, the better the position the enemy will be in. We should act as soon as possible.
It's true. If we're too careful, that will give them more time. Defense ought to be cautious, but our offense ought to be bold.
It's very reassuring to have both your seals of approval.
1 second. Sorry, dogs.
Anyway, hi, Robot.
In many ways, I firmly believe that Ryukishi has certainly defeated fate.
Let's just enjoy this sick piano.
Yeah. I mean, we should say something. It's a stream. People are hypothetically watching this, Bone Bard.
If Rika only had Mjolnir
Dogs are
gen armor.
completely crazy, and Apollo likes it whenever he tries to bark at the back door.
Very true.
My brother's girlfriend, I shouldn't say girlfriend because they're now wife and husband. Wife has a fucking dog named Apollo.
This Apollo is a big doofus.
This one's the one I know is a small one with bad breath. Anyways.
Oh fuck! Is the Dead by Daylight anniversary reveal happening? When is this? What the fuck?
Today?
Dead by David.
Oh, Resident Evil is happening. It's happening on May 25th. Okay, cool.
Cool. Back to visual
God.
novels.
Back to visual novels. Yeah, because they're gonna be announcing the Resident Evil stuff.
Only thing I'll say on that: $5 down says it's Nemesis.
I'm very much hoping for Jack Baker.
I know.
Now, how am I gonna fix this? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I might be the vampire lady.
I don't want it to be Lady Dimitrescu. I'm sorry, the Lady Domitrescu.
On this one. Right. That's
It's true, yeah. Okay, keeping it up. Come on.
Let's power through it, guys. We can do this.
Yeah!
What about it, everyone?
Oh, fuck.
No objections. Steeled my resolve. Ready anytime. The time yet? What do you think, Satoko?
To go with haste, of course, but right now may be a little too hasty. For to surprise them, I think we should do it more carefully.
The surprise attack should take place at night. Is there any better timing than now?
Calm down. Both right. Both pretty. Surprise attacks usually do happen at night. Look at us now. We're still up even though it's that dark outside, right? Night attacks were more effective when there was no electricity. Nowadays, surprise attacks don't always have to take place in the middle of the night. There's an even better time than that.
Is there really a better time for a surprise attack? Oh.
I understand. Daybreak's sortie, right?
Oh? You know some interesting terms, don't you? Surely the worst time to call someone is not in the middle of the night, but early in the morning. People can't even think straight when they're half asleep.
Bird. Surprise attack at dawn! Yeah, that's a great time to do it.
It's like some kind of Higurashi daybreak or something.
Yeah. I think that'll be the most effective time. Knowing how Takano-san is, it's more than likely she'll do something to make it look like the 5th year's curse. She'll try it tomorrow night.
It's normal to try and get plenty of sleep the night before. I now know the perfect time to spring my traps.
A surprise attack at dawn. Man, that sounds badass. Always want to do something like that. I'm fired up.
Oh.
You're just like my men, Mayabara-san. Hey, does that mean I'm the only man involved who isn't psyched? My, oh my. Alright! Ready then? The 48-hour operation commences tomorrow at dawn! The question is, how will they react? We'll be confusing them, and once we see their response, we'll attack. This is a raid!
Okay. The leader of this club, I now decree that the 48-hour operation is now in effect. We'll carry out our tasks at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Don't sleep in. We get busy all of a sudden. All members should be ready for an immediate response. Prepare yourselves physically and mentally. Don't forget, the fate of Hinamizawa rides on this battle. Enemy's conspiracy could end up destroying this village.
Huh! We'll never let that happen.
Well, we'll see how the enemy will react. They become demons or serpents.
Me.
Maybe they'll become kittens.
Oh, how cute of them. Don't think so. Something huge will happen for sure. This is a little like an earthquake. And that's forewarning of a huge tsunami.
You're right. Feel that little earthquake too. We'll create that huge tsunami. Either the village or the enemy will be swallowed by it.
We'll ride that huge wave for as long as we can! The 48-hour operation will be a shock to the enemy. They'll panic. Their pace will be off, and they'll be guaranteed to slip up somehow. They don't know how they're gonna slip up. Knowing that they will, and preparing ourselves to act gives us the full advantage. Putting our enemies up on this huge game board. Oh wait, this is definitely not me.
We're surrounding our enemies on this huge game board that is Hinamizawa. This game, this festival, will start with our siege. Come on. We're ready. Ready for June 19th, 1983.
Is that,
I'm assuming
Hanyu,
this
I
is
guess?
Hanyu.
It's probably Hanyu.
Hey, Rika. There's so many emotions ever gathered on this day.
Actually, there were always this many emotions in this world. There were always countless numbers of them gathered on this forgotten June 19th. Just never realized it because we always looked at the world subjectively. So many people in this world. Each of them has a very important emotions. Countless feelings are collecting together and giving shape to this world, this fragment. How many emotions? What kind of world will we see? What kind of fragment will we be granted? Who will win? For us. Time to find out is now. Let's open it. Open the door to June 19th of 1983.
Alright, that's it. Chapter done for the night. Thank you.
We are not ending here.
I'm
boy.
joking. Calm down, Joshy. Holy shit.
We're this,
The
we're
door
this
to the
close.
19th is the achievement we just unlocked. So this is literally the last chapter.
Yeah, let's do this thing!
If you
Yeah,
end
this
at this
chapter's
chapter,
gonna
your
be
spinal
over
cord
5
will be
hours
severed.
long.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not entirely sure who says a line. I think it's not a named character, and if it isn't, I totally want to play that person.
Okay.
That's coming up.
Alright.
Bird can do.
Cool. Well, without further fucking ado,
You have any tips?
let's get right in. No, we don't. Let's get right into it. Moon.
Alright. Let's do this!
Tsukihime. I'm gonna say Congo.
Alright. It was past midnight and almost dawn. Very quiet time of the night where staying up late and getting up early melded together.
Oh my god, that is so fucking real.
Oh wait, this is okay. This
Exactly.
is like generic. So,
Sorry,
okay.
mind if I keep going though?
Yeah, sure. You can just keep going. Fuck it.
Sweet. Exact thing was happening in the offices of the Okanogi gardeners. There were only 2 people on guard duty, and they were playing cards. They weren't sentries. They really didn't need to be on guard all the time. However, they weren't allowed to fall asleep either. If the TV broadcast went off the air a little past midnight, they usually ended up playing cards. Suddenly, the phone rang. The phone was right nearby, so one of them answered immediately.
I guess I think this might be it, so I'll do this.
Mhm.
Thank you for calling. This is Okanoki Gardeners. Yes? What?
Suddenly, the man taking the call stood up with a jolt. Even hit his knee against the desk, but he was too panicked to care. Okay, now Orange, you can take over because if
Takano
Takano's in
dashed
here,
to the underground security room in a hurry.
it's a bunch.
I'm sorry to bother you, Major.
Get the coffee.
I'm very curious. What does Tired Takano look like? Whoa!
Tired
Whoa!
Taco's just horny.
Is Takano perpetually horny in the original?
It looks like he just used
Identified.
looks like he just used Photoshop to warp her eyes downward.
Isn't that the one Josh used for the
Yeah,
for
I
the
did.
milk?
Alright.
Give me an update. You sure about this?
Yes. 4:15 a.m., a body was found in the Okinomiya jurisdiction, who was identified as R.
How could that be? Laura's homesick with a cold, isn't she? You were observing her, weren't you?
Major, there's more. According to an intelligence agent at Okinomiya PD, at least 48 hours have passed since her death.
Takano could feel her blood freezing, starting from her feet. She just couldn't believe what was happening. At least 48 hours? At least 48 hours since the death of the Queen Carrier? Takano just couldn't understand.
It can't be right. Why are the villagers still so composed? They could have developed terminal symptoms as early as after 36 hours, which was last night.
But according to the intelligence agent, this is reliable information. And the station was even put under a gag order because they were fearful of the religious impact it could have on the village.
What do you mean? Who do you have observing that house?
Major, our observation system is perfect. Yuka Furude is there at the house. Ever since we started, she hasn't even stepped out of the house once. Director Irie confirmed it himself. It's just impossible.
And how do you explain this? Police department is saying the body is Rika and that it's been over 48 hours since her death, right? Are you telling me they're lying? Lie. That's it. Maybe it's a mistake. I was planning to fake my death using an operative from within the Gifu Police Department tonight. It's the same thing. It's a lie. Must be a mistake.
Takano wasn't confused because she was still half asleep. No, Takano was afraid. Her grandfather wrote in his article that within 48 hours of the Queen Carrier's death, everyone in the village will develop terminal stage symptoms. This would mean that he had been wrong. What about everyone who believed in his words? What would they think? I'm assuming there's a different mountain dog, so if someone else wants to do it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Major. There's a phone call from Nomura Tokyo. Nomura-sama in Tokyo.
Why is that woman calling me now? I'm on the phone. Check the body the police found immediately.
We can't. Not right now.
What?
When our agents come in, we'll have them approach the station and observe what's going on.
What time is that? 5? 6? Needs to be done as soon as possible. Tell them to hurry up. Good morning. Takano here.
All the members were gathered in the office of Okanoki Gardeners, which served as a garrison for the mountain dogs in Okunomiya. There he is!
There he is, yo!
It's your boy.
Let's go.
Literally every time he appears on screen.
I'm
Here's
trying
the
to find the
boy.
meme, but I can't
Green
find it.
boy.
I found the folder. I see. As soon as you find something out from the police, call both me and the major.
Oh!
By the way,
So I'm actually curious, what does his angry
I
sprite
said
look
the
like?
line.
Oh! He's got
Holy
the,
shit!
He's got the
look at that
fangs!
Oh my
voice.
god,
That's
he's a
super
fucking
gremlin.
demon.
He is definitely a gremlin.
It's a green goblin.
Looks like he'd be about
Howdy,
ready to start
Red.
singing Itsy Bitsy Spider and chase around a red suited man.
Yes, these
You won't get away this time,
Spider-Man.
Now came the rain and wash. Okay, I'll stop.
I was gonna say, regarding the observation system at our residence, why didn't you confirm that she was home?
Oh.
Or consent.
We assumed she didn't pick up the phone because she was sick with a cold. Dr. Irie went by and confirmed her presence, so we just took him as word.
Naive.
Alright, now I have to see what his other one is like. Oh, okay.
What?
Not really much of a change.
Is he Josuke posing?
He's always doing
Oh.
that.
So there is someone at the R residence, that's for sure, right?
Yes. There's someone there. Commander. Why don't we enter the residence? We still have a little time.
We can't do anything. We can't do that without approval from the major. I'm sure she won't let us until she confirms that at the Okinomiya PD. In preparation for that order, increase the number of observers at the residence. At least 8 people.
Commander, there will be a festival at the shrine later today. You can observe, but I don't think it'll be possible to enter at least until tomorrow after around midnight.
Shit! What lousy timing! I said the line, wait.
Yo, I didn't hear you say wait.
This is too much of a coincidence, don't you think?
Okanogi's rusty yet wild instinct was sounding an alarm. Since someone was attacking them. Since that his enemy had begun to attack. He realized the enemy had taken the initiative. People usually take a deep breath before they attack. The moment right before the strike is the most vulnerable. Yeah. Okinogi assumed that whoever his enemy was. They were led by an excellent commander who knew the precise moment to strike.
By the way, about First Lieutenant Tomitake, they said he didn't show at the clinic's meeting the other day.
Is that right? Someone check on him.
The Major asked me if I knew where he went.
Think it's First Lieutenant Tomitake?
Have Nightingale check Tomitake's hotel room. Shit! He tricked us!
No, they were discovered.
Snake?
Well, we can't turn back now.
Let's see what happens next.
Kumagai was trembling with excitement. Kuma-chan! Hold on a sec. My whole setup's fucking up right now. Kuma-chan! I'm going to check the communication center. Hold down the fort.
You bet. Nobody will get through here over my dead body.
All I have to do now is handle the phone calls. I'm going back to my post. Gumagai, take care of this place, okay?
You can count on me.
Kumagai closed the door quietly and stood in front of it. This was his chance to show Oishi what he was made of. Oishi was on his way to the communication center. All radio communications and phone calls passed through there first. During business hours, each section answers its own phone calls. When they aren't open, the communication center answers them instead. Yeah. How's it going here?
Well, there was an outside call for forensic calling directly a few minutes ago.
Who called?
Chief Inspector Otaka.
Ah, Otaka-kun. Huh. Oishi grinned. The enemy had started to move. They must have bribed someone inside the police department to be their spy. They started to move, just as they planned. Oishi was surprised to learn that it had been Utaka. Oishi never liked Utaka because he constantly boasted about his academic background and always opposed Oishi, who believed in relying on experience. They didn't get along well when they all worked together at the prefectural police department.
The phone call has ended.
I'm gonna ask the old man. Let's see. Hello! Oh, it's me. Don't worry. So, how was it?
That greenhorn sure put on airs. So I just snubbed him. The idiot sure got mad. He'll come here as soon as the marshal gets in.
That's so like him. He can't even fight by himself.
This is getting more interesting by the minute. That phone call woke me up completely. Just like you said. There are plenty of suspicious goings-on out there. I can just feel it.
By the way, is this just me, or is Orange's mic suddenly hitting the left ear a lot more than the right, or is that just me?
I think that's just you.
That's just you.
Oh, yeah. Alright, my bad. Sorry for interrupting.
Well, things are getting interesting now. What's up next? Hey, demons, over here. Come further in.
What? What was that line?
I have a feeling this isn't actually me doing the narration, but fuck it. Hello, this is Tomitake!
Good morning, First Lieutenant Tomitake. Wait, no, the Bloodhounds are the good guys.
Bloodhounds are the good guys.
And that sounds like a normal voice. With
Maybe
serious.
somebody who hasn't spoken yet. Ashi?
Wait, why me? I have my window open.
Even more reason.
I mean, I'll do it if no one else wants to.
Yeah, go, Shelly.
Go.
Alright. Good morning, First Lieutenant Tomitake. Sorry to bother you this early. I'm calling to let you know that the Mountain Dogs have made a move. They have drunk their Mountain Dew. Just a little while ago, all the members were called in because of an emergency.
Oh no, I
Don't know
think
the
that
reason
was...
yet. That was actually a terrible joke, I'm sorry.
I think that was Robo's role, actually. Sorry, Robo.
Whatever. I see. So it's finally started. Mitake turned on the light next to his bed and put on his glasses as he answered.
Also, there's been a rumor going around the police department over there. Haven't confirmed it yet, but the Queen Carrier's dead body was found.
What? Tell me more!
Supposedly, an unidentified body turned out to be Rika Furude. Said that she died over 48 hours ago. As the time limit in Emergency Manual 34, there's been no change in Hinamizawa so far. Have you heard anything?
No, I'm an Okinomiya, so I don't know. But that isn't possible! Must be some kind of mistake.
That's what we think too, but according to our analysis, the information is very reliable, and it's almost a certainty. I haven't confirmed it yet, but multiple forensic department workers have testified. Anyway, so the Bloodhounds are the on the good side of the schism in the Alphabet Project,
Bloodhounds
right?
are the good paramilitary corporation.
Bloodhound's good, Yama Inu bad.
Wait, did they work with Akasaka?
Yes. No. Yes? I think so.
But they also work for the
Bloodhounds are
Ultranationalists,
Tokyo
or no?
agents.
It doesn't matter. Anyways. But, Mitake realized something. He realized that note that the Okunomiya police station was Oishi's territory. He also realized it must be the work of Rika and her friends. Mitake tried to think calmly. You know, they didn't know who their enemy was. It's obvious the emergency manual is the signal for an explosion. They must have come up with the idea to destroy that signal. The foundation of the emergency manual is that unless something is done about it, in 48 hours after the Queen Carrier's deaths, all the villagers will develop terminal stage symptoms. So if nothing happens after 48 hours, there's no need for the emergency manual. And with that, the Mountain Dogs have been called in.
Hello? It's Lieutenant Tomitake?
Sorry. Considering the current situation, it'll be hard to tell if anything suspicious is happening at the Erie Institute. Please ask the Colonel to check immediately. Also, in case of an emergency, can you make sure that the Bloodhounds are ready to deploy?
Roger that. You should have more information by 9 a.m. If the Mountain Dogs revolt, it will become very dangerous there. Please be very cautious.
Of course, and I'll be careful.
Talk to you again at 9 a.m.
It was 6 a.m. Most likely we get another call in 3 hours.
I guess that is, that was one of Cap's roles, right? So I guess I should do that.
Yeah, whatever, just go.
She could do it.
Just go.
Sorry, I'm just eager for everybody to participate in this.
No, that's totally fine. I don't want to grab all the rules.
Yeah, I'll be let me be Nightingale 1 since he just went off on like a long stream.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can't. Do not worry about me. I got plenty of roles in Umaneko.
These are one of the assassin guys, right?
Okay.
Yeah, these are the bad guys.
Yeah, 1 to all units. Tomitake is in room 406. Observation team, do you see anything?
This is Nightingale 4. Nothing from the outside.
This is Nightingale 5. Nothing on this floor.
This is Nightingale 3. There's no sound in this room. He's probably asleep. There was a do not disturb sign on Tomitake's door. I stayed up very late last night and was planning on sleeping in. This is a great chance for the Nightingales.
Was this me?
Yes. You're one.
Be sure to capture him alive. It's an order from the Major. Let's go.
Started bringing to Tomitake's room very quietly. Obviously, it was a simple jump from the pick a hotel room's lock. Two members of the door communicated with each other using sign language. Even knowing he was asleep, it was a good idea not to barge in. They opened the door very cautiously and very quietly. The room's interior was organized, but tasteless, typical of cheap hotels. The only furnishings were a bed, a small desk, and a coin-operated TV. Clearly, only one person could stay in this room, despite there being 2 beds. And there in the bed, Tomitake couldn't be found.
What's wrong? Nightingale 3, respond.
Shit! This room's empty! It was still early in the morning. These rooms were empty. This room was empty, yeah.
Okay, so this one's me, right?
Yes, and 5 is Nor.
Fair enough. What's going on? Tomitake likes to take walks. Also takes pictures of wild birds. We have gone out to do that.
No, that's not it. You might have deceived us.
The do not disturb sign was on the door. With that sign there, the housekeepers wouldn't come in the room, so they wouldn't know if it was empty or not. The sign had probably been there since at least the day before. When the Tomitake was planning on staying for a long period, the hotel hadn't really paid much attention. In other words, the room had been empty since then.
I bet he changed hotels, expecting an attack. I see. That's why he hasn't been seen lately. Call the major immediately. Damn it! Our plan has been leaked!
Okanogi realized that he had been beaten to the punch. The foundation of the emergency manual had collapsed. And with that, the basis of the final operation was shaky. Okanogi felt that the major had panicked and rushed into confirming what was going on too hastily. If Tomitake suspected us and went into hiding, then after caught wind of that, he was sure to come and grab us by our tails.
Everything is just too convenient. Shit, this must be exactly what the enemy planned.
Okanogi tried to calm himself. If he was going to investigate in secret, he could assume that Tomitake was still nearby. The Department of Tokyo must be the one conducting the investigation. They must be waiting somewhere for a report from that department. Tomitake was probably at a new hotel. Probably somewhere in Okonomiya.
Get in touch with Crow in Tokyo.
I'm very fucking curious. He does it. Ah! That's good.
Gives you the wink.
There must be someone reporting him, regularly. Find the number they're calling. If the number is somewhere else in Shishibone City, bingo.
Okanogi was confident about his hunch. But if what he was thinking is correct, that meant his identity was about to be exposed. Else meant his operation had failed before it even started. But it wasn't a checkmate quite yet. If he could prove that the dead body at the Okonomiya police station wasn't R, then everything would go back to square one. All he had to do was capture Tomitake and then check the body at the station. That was all. Random mountain dog.
Commander, I got a hold of Crow. We won't be able to tell who exactly they talked about. They say they can't find the phone number. They can't find the phone number. Just need a little time.
How much time?
It's a few hours, they said.
Shit! They just want a few hours, huh? Tell them I don't want to rush them, but they better be quick.
It was a little past 6 a.m. Very light outside, but still too early for the cicadas to start their morning chorus. It endured the first wave. It's now a matter of how quickly they could recover. Okanogi just hoped that the Major didn't throw a fit.
Commander. Message from Crow. Still looking into the phone number. Also, the research division's routine check is in time at 9 a.m.
3 more hours?
Looked up at the clock. Even the little things that were beginning to bother Okanogi. Every time the second hand moved, he became more impatient, realizing the check-in time was getting closer and closer.
Also, Colonel Oka, head of investigations, issued a standby order to the Bloodhounds. Hasn't said anything about a mission yet, though.
Okay, so that means it could still stand down. If nothing happens, he could just play it off as a drill. We're okay. We still have time.
Well, these guys have to wait until, like, nighttime to do this ritual anyway? Like, why are they so freaked out at 9 in the morning?
Those plans are coming unraveled at the seams.
Like every second.
No one likes bad news first thing in the day.
Like every second this continues to go on, the more Takano's whole thing begins to unravel.
Alright, fair enough. More information, sir. Head of investigations called the Chief of Staff's home line. You don't have the details.
We're okay. We're still okay. We're okay. It's a close call, but we're okay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine, and we probably.
Everything is fine. I'm not piecing a hole into my floor.
It's fine.
It wasn't fun. They should be worried
about it.
It wasn't fine, and they should be worrying about it. The Bloodhound standby orders meant that they saw a very high chance of the Erie incident revolting. Frankly, I find Erie very revolting. The people on site must be practically certain of it. Though it's not as difficult to execute as the emergency manual, ordering out of the Bloodhound isn't that easy. Well, it did so because they realized that some kind of trouble is afoot. Okanogi was sure the people who wanted to conclude matters peacefully and settle things down by saying it's just a mistake. In order to the Bloodhounds to stand by without clarifying a mission is like a middle ground in that sense. But the head of the research division had called the chief of staff. This is a very dangerous situation for the Mountain Dogs. In other words, the higher ranks of the SDF, even people even higher than them, has said the Bloodhounds could take the field. Blah, blah, blah. The uniforms are hot-blooded. The suits always push for peaceful resolutions. They still haven't decided which way they want to go yet. Our loss wasn't certain yet. When our tie, everything was riding on the same table. If that was the case, the call coming in at 9 a.m. from the research division didn't bode well. Okanogi couldn't say why, but he had that impression. It was just his wild instincts doing its job. You could guess that the people in Tokyo were going to ask Tomitake about the situation in detail, and decide what to do based on that. Also, the head of the division, or even the chief of staff himself, might come on the phone. And the Bloodhounds might get an order as soon as the 9 a.m. phone conversation was over, which resulted in his defeat. Tokyo was still unsure. Some were still thinking it was some kind of mistake, or if they wanted to think it was some kind of mistake. If Tomitake didn't answer the phone, they might send some people immediately, but they wouldn't order out the Bloodhounds. There's a chance it could end in a draw. Found out that the body didn't actually belong to R, then, although it would corner them, they still had a good chance of winning. There's the possibility of a complete victory. Okanogi knew that Takano's clients hadn't ordered anything else but exactly that. He didn't want to admit it, but the enemy's surprise attack had succeeded.
Commander.
Shut up. Calm down. They aren't sure yet. They're suspicious, but they aren't sure. We're still okay. Anyway, whoever gets the information first wins. Either they find something first, or we do. We're beaten in this surprise attack, but we haven't been annihilated. So don't you dare fly a white flag. We'll just wait. Crow will find out where Tomitake is. Our guys at the police station will expose the truth about R's death. So all we can do now is wait and endure.
Excuse me. Major Takano was on the line. I was, extremely angry, sir.
Shit. I don't have time to babysit a princess now.
Okay, you sexist.
Fucking dab.
Yeah, hello. Yes, this is Okanogi. Yeah, well, don't jump to conclusions. It hasn't been decided yet. Why don't you have a cup of coffee first to calm yourself down? Yeah.
Okanogi tried to change the subject while pretending to laugh, but all he could hear was Takano's frantic voice. He couldn't even understand what she was trying to say. second hand on the clock ticked on. Who's going to be able to smile at the end of it all? Today was going to be a long battle. Okanogi's instincts told him so. How are you doing? Who was it?
It was our marshal. They're gaining strength. But he's no match for me. Does he really think an office worker can win against a technician? Ah. But I'm glad he's playing golf today. If he actually came over, it would have gotten a little complicated.
Did he call from a golf course? Is he working or what? I bet Otaka-kun wanted to come over with the marshal. He's probably real upset about now.
Since an indirect attack hasn't worked, do you think they'll try a direct one? Will Otaka come here?
If he can't get a hold of the chief, he'll have to. It's almost 8:30. The main doors will open soon. Morning had finally arrived. The chorus of cicadas had begun. That familiar sound would make one think it was just another day. But it was hardly going to be normal. It wasn't just an ordinary Sunday. Uishi and his men already realized they were grazing the tip of a huge conspiracy. Knowing how Hutaka-kun is, they'll probably come through the main entrance.
Yeah, that's a guy like him would do.
I'll be here to take care of the phone calls. You guys take care of him. Okay?
Okay, I'll go welcome him. Kuma-chan, take care of this place.
If need be, I'll kneel him in the nuts again.
Epic. The lobby of the Okonomiya police was just like that of any other police station. It could hardly be said to have a welcoming atmosphere. Some of the tiles on the floor were broken and cracked, but sometimes people tripped on them. The spots were covered with pieces of cardboard, and there was a sign that said, "Caution, watch your step." Also, a pot with a dead plant in it. It's far from a friendly lobby. This is the most friendly-looking lobby I've ever seen in my life. Let's look at the regular version. Okay, that makes more sense. Unlike hospitals and banks, there wasn't a line of people at the counters of the police station. There were a few sitting on a sofa waiting for the counters to open. And they would open soon. Some workers were standing on the some workers were standing by on the other side of the counters. Utaka was snobbish enough that Oishi didn't want to deal with him first thing in the morning. If only he was a pretty young woman with big boobs.
That came out of nowhere.
Uishi loves those bunny girls. Man after my own heart. Uishi has been on a very important job. If Utaka found out that Rika Furude's death had been faked, the operation would be finished. We'll only be able to shake up the enemy now, while Rika Furude's death is still in the books. They stalled for every minute, every second they could. So Tomitaka could seize hold of the tail that was popping out. So if the truth about Rika Furude's death was exposed before Tomitaka had the chance, the enemy would recover. The emergency manual would regain its credibility. While the enemy wouldn't enact it immediately, they would try again for sure. Rika Furude detected the conspiracy ahead of time. That was a miracle. The divine winds. The monsoon. Japan had prevented Mongol invasions twice in the past with such miracles, but nothing like that happened during World War II. They might not be so lucky next time. They might not get another chance. Might not be the next time at all. If they defeated them this time, they would never win again. While it's possible to do some serious damage, a tied game would inevitably lead to the enemy's victory. They had to completely expose what the enemy was up to, allowing Tomitaka to call in a suppression unit to defeat them. That was why Oishi had to stop their vanguard here. His job, therefore, was an extremely important one. If the enemy's conspiracy succeeded, he knew how it would be destroyed and more than 2,000 villagers would be executed in a gas disaster. Either way, the incident would never go public. People's lives depended on it. Oishi was violating his professional duties. However, he had to do what was right. Oishi thought back to when the old man taught him that. Someone who, despite the hot weather, was wearing a suit. Came in through the automatic sliding door. He had 2 of his colleagues with him. He was showing off his authority like he always did. Good morning, Utaka-kun.
Okay, somebody's gotta make this
It's
dude sound like a
Jelly.
total prick.
What's that, Jelly?
Jelly, you there?
Jelly?
Oh shit, my mic was muted, sorry. Yeah. Well. Good morning, Oishi-san.
This guy is like a hardcore military man.
Oh, I thought you wanted like a weenie. Alright, I can do
No,
whatever
just
that.
like
There's
Yeah.
weenies in the military, you know that, right?
Weenie.
I
Hey,
prefer
you want me to keep
hardcore.
this, or do you want me to change it up?
You know the
Change it.
clerks at the
Say-
military office? Those are the
But-
wieners.
Yeah, change it up. Change it
Go a
up.
little
Change
hard.
more for gruff. Or whatever.
By the way, please don't address me with such familiarity. I'm no longer in a position where you can talk to me that way.
Oh, don't be like that, Utaka-kun. We used to play mahjong together, didn't we? Utaka seemed disgusted to hear that. He used to boast about being a good mahjong player, but Oishi once beat him badly in front of many people, which hurt his pride.
I would love to talk to you. I'm in a hurry today, so please excuse me.
Hey, don't say that. Don't you remember the time when you forgot to write certificates for the kendo tournament? You begged me to help you. I wrote them for you backstage. And that's why the award ceremony went on smoothly, didn't it?
Oh, I
Oh.
I said I did the sound effect. I truly appreciate that. It has nothing to do with this right now.
Oh, I didn't know you appreciated it. Sorry about that. I've never heard anything like that before. Down at the prefecture station, they think I begged to write it. And then you turn the offer down and let me write it for you. What was the excuse you used when the director called you up asking what happened since my handwriting on the certificate wasn't so great?
Well, I don't know. Maybe someone misunderstood? Very least, I never said such a thing. And sorry, these names are so, like, pretty similar, so I keep thinking it's still Alishi talking.
Look for tan names.
Yeah, the tan name
Fair
is the
enough.
one you want.
Okay.
You said the
I
thing.
said the line.
You already
jeez.
said the line, Orange.
Laugh.
Uh,
The prefecture police headquarters may be your territory, but unfortunately, this is the Okonomiya PD. You won't get your own way here.
Oh. And what do you mean by that, Oishi-san?
I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're here, but your jurisdiction is in Gogura, not Okunomiya. I'd like to ask you to leave.
Under what authority?
And what authorization do you have to be here?
I'm in the middle of a classified investigation on behalf of headquarters. I've heard that there's an unidentified body relating to the investigation here.
Well then, please inquire on the phone. Okunomiya isn't a rich neighborhood. This isn't a place where someone in a custom-made suit should be.
I see. So you're ganging up with the guys in forensics, huh? There should be an order from the marshal to hand over the autopsy report to the prefecture police headquarters.
And there should have been an explanation to the marshal from the forensics department already. The body is still being examined. Because of a slip up on our part, there's been a rumor going around about that the body was already identified. Anyway, they need a little bit more time to finish up their report.
Then I would like to attend the autopsy.
No.
What? Requesting as the person in charge of this classified investigation at the prefectural headquarters.
If that's the truth! Look, I'm gonna doubt your policeman's spirit. Policeman spirit is a noble one, see? Sure, no one would go into this business if they weren't getting paid for it. But you can't be a good detective without dedication that can't be measured by your pay alone. If you say you have that spirit, I'll let you through. The look in Oishi's eyes made clear the anger that was roiling within him. Looked into those eyes, Utaka recalled all kinds of frightening memories. Utaka didn't want Oishi to sense his fear, but he couldn't prevent himself from loudly swallowing.
Okay, please let me through. I'm here because of my policeman's spirit. Yeah, totally. Please step aside.
Why don't you make me with your policeman's spirit? Come on!
What?
If your policeman's spirit is as strong as mine, you should be able to brush me aside easily. Come on! Try it.
Okay, Grandpa, take it. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. This ad-lib's not gonna work.
Uishi was obviously saying that if he had no intention of letting Utaka through. How could he do this? Utaka was confused. Utaka was a policeman at the prefectural police headquarters. He believed academic backgrounds and performance record were enough to earn trust. He had been working hard under that belief. But Uishi doesn't acknowledge that, and he doesn't even respect him. He is a scumbag. He was the worst type of person. One tried to establish their meaning and purpose only through rough means, failing to acknowledge everything about their superiors in order to protect their own pride, as uncivilized people often did. Utaka had been thinking ever since they worked together. Why do people trust in someone like Oishi? Why do people respect someone like him? Why did people appreciate someone like Oishi more than they did Utaka?
Move! If you don't, I can accuse you of interfering with an investigation.
Oh? What kind of investigation? If you tell me, I'll help you.
Didn't you hear me? It's classified! I can't talk with someone like you.
I see. Well, if you can't tell me everything, you can tell me one thing instead. What do you have resting on your shoulders?
On my shoulders? What are you talking about?
I have something on my shoulders. The fate of 2,000 villagers rests there. If I let you through, 2,000 those 2,000 villagers. No, their relatives as well. Well, I'll be very sad. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I have no idea what you're on about!
Okay, I'll tell you. Your boss is planning something terrifying. I bet you haven't thought through that far, but it's a conspiracy that'll make thousands of people unhappy. That conspiracy is about to crumble. That's why they woke you up and ordered you to investigate. I don't know how much you're getting paid for this, but if that's more important than your policeman's spirit... I wish he stopped talking there, but his eyes continued to speak after that.
What in the world are you talking about? Anyway, please just let me through!
Utaka's baffled behavior confirmed what Oishi had just said. He'd been bought off by someone shady. Maybe he didn't think that he was bought. I thought he was just filing the request to confirm Rika Furude's body as a favor for someone in the information network, he assumed, he built himself. Of course, the part about it being a classified investigation was a lie. But when at least elite policemen from the prefectural headquarters said it was a classified investigation, everyone would grovel and salute him. But... Oishi didn't salute him at all!
This is a waste of my time. I'll form a complaint to the marshal later. What?
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not done yet.
About to pop off, yo!
As Utaka tried to walk by, Oishi grabbed him by the arm. Utaka tried to make him let go, but Oishi was just too strong.
Let me go! You and your chapped lips are too strong for me!
You know, I'm not the one with chapped lips here. I am quite moist. But I don't know about you. Oh, I'm not putting that much strength into it. If you have a policeman's spirit, then this shouldn't be stopping you. Your unshakable righteousness should knock me down easily. But you can't even get my hand off your arm. Do you know why?
Get off of me!
It's because you don't have a policeman's spirit! We should let go of his shoulders. And Utaka trembled onto the floor.
Yes, King!
And Utaka sliding for more than 2 meters. Excuse me, I have to go to the Twitch chat room. Actually, wait, Bone, you can do that. You're a moderator.
Josh did it.
Already did it.
Snipe that shit, thank God. Alright. Anyways, go ahead, Jelly.
What is this? This is interference with the investigation! Not to mention physical assault! This is interference with the government official executing his duties! No, wait, well, you even said my emblem. This is assault! Arrest him immediately!
A moment where you can actually predict his douchebag's voice.
Utaka ordered his 2 colleagues around, but they didn't know what to do. Ueshiba was also a policeman, and obviously there was something more going on between them. Besides, they could sense one thing. Their instincts were telling them that Oishi was far stronger than them. They were no match at all! Random detective.
What's going on, Oishi-san?
Most was gathering in the lobby, and they all looked puzzled. Nothing much. This green one from the prefectural headquarters demanded something selfish, so I just taught him a lesson. The officers alternatedly looked between Oishi and Utaka. Something was going on, but they didn't know the circumstance, so they didn't know which one to stop. Oishi was respected by the policemen of the Okonomiya station. Everyone respected him. If Oishi said that Utaka was being selfish, then he must be at fault. Oishi was generally seen as sensible. All of them thought that Oishi would only do this in a public place like a lobby. Something major. Utaka was feeling humiliated to get such attention. Instead of calmly hiding his humiliation with anger.
I see. I understand your position. But I'm not here on a child's errand either.
I like your spirit. I'm ready to go if you are. Bring it on, Greenhorn!
Ah!
Boo!
Oh!
I'm over here!
Not enough! That all you got?
Pop's kicking ass!
Damn it!
So that's your policeman's spirit? I have 2,000 Hinamizawa and villagers resting on my shoulders. The lives of 2,000 people in my jurisdiction depend on me! Why don't you tackle me with a spirit that's strong enough to knock down 2,000 people?
Ah! I did too much Goku.
It's like watching a match between sumo wrestlers and a sumo wrestler and a small child.
More impetus to that scream.
Let's fucking go. No matter how many times.
To put you in a maid outfit.
Yeah.
No matter how many times Utaka tried to tackle Oishi, he simply crumbled against him. Oishi stood firm as if his feet were rooted to the earth. By the 3rd time Utaka tumbled to the floor, he finally realized that he had been provoked. He caught his breath and fixed his hair.
Okay. I'll tell you. The case I'm investigating has something to do with the Sonozaki family. I was asked by someone to check on something.
Why are you beating around the bush? Can't you say it more directly than that?
At any rate, we're questioning the death of that girl said to be the mascot for the religion here in Hinamizawa. I have to confirm she's dead or alive immediately.
I told you we explained that over the phone. It's still under investigation. They need more time.
Well, I didn't want to tell you this. Request was, I'll tell you the truth. It was just requested by someone you really hate. Representative Sonozaki. Well, I know what's gonna happen.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Ah, that scared him with the crest on his Hakama, huh? Yeah, you're right. I do hate him. If that man threatened me, I have to abandon logic and push his demands through, too.
See? See? Representative Sonozaki requested I check the body immediately. This is a request by a citizen. The police department is there for the citizens. Of course I accepted his request. Furude isn't just any girl in Hinibizawa. It's a very special little girl. Rumor goes around saying her dead body was found. Of course someone has to go confirm it, right?
Why do you like special little girls so much?
Does he know it's Rika?
You better not say anything like that in a you better not say things like that in a public place. You're in a lobby, you know.
Excuse me.
Utaka suddenly realized his mistake. Some people were even whispering behind him. One of them spoke to Utaka hesitantly.
Is it true that Rika Furude-chama is dead?
Don't worry, madam. You haven't confirmed that yet. We're the prefecture of police, and that's why we're here.
That's right. It's not certain yet. We're still investigating as we speak.
We're only asking to attend the autopsy. You better think carefully. Here on behalf of Representative Sonozaki. Keep interfering, I'll tell him all about it. If that happens, you'll be in a tight spot, Oishi-san. Don't you think it's time to surrender?
Representative Sonozaki was well known in the area as an extremely tough congressman. People who knew about him continued to whisper. Utaka grinned when he heard him whispering. He realized then that in Okinomiya, his threat was more effective than he thought it would be.
Oh my. Do you really ask him to do that, Saburo-san?
Hey,
No flirt.
I believe it. Fucking shut up.
I was gonna do it way louder, but I wasn't expecting her not to
AC,
show up
I
at the
believe
time.
you're on the Sonozaki representative.
Sir, excuse me. Did Representative Sonozaki really ask him to do that?
He certainly did. The representative asked me directly. So what about it? Oishi-san? Isn't it time to surrender?
People continued to whisper. Representative Sonozaki is a big name around here, Utaka thought. Even gangsters give way if someone mentions his name here in Okinomiya.
Oh, if you're really afraid of the representative, please let me through, Oishi-san. This guy is a fucking idiot.
Please go to counter number 8 to get a traffic ticket reissued.
Where did I get a traffic ticket?
I'm sorry to say this, but like I'm not getting you back to the gruff voice. I'm sorry.
Oh, you want me to cut that shit out? All right.
Yeah, the weenie voice is kind of like just it's not working.
It's too annoying.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a bit. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm trying to like get this guy was all tough, but then he was like totally fucking
I saw what you were going for.
bulldozed by Oishi.
I get what you're going for.
I was actually like I went into that slowly because it was like.
Yeah,
it's like,
It's fine, just keep going!
Come on, let's keep going.
Oishi suddenly started talking about something I'm gonna give this line the credit deserves. Oishi suddenly started talking about something completely different. In fact, Oishi was looking at something behind Utaka. Huh? Who was he talking to? Utaka wondered. And fuck you. An old-fashioned elderly man and a lady in a kimono were standing behind him.
It'll be clip, whatever, let's keep going.
When Utaka's eyes met with hers, she smiled at him. Fucking Nor, Jesus Christ. Milk alert?
No, milk
Milk
alert.
alert.
No, it's gonna be milk alert. Milk alert.
Milk alert.
Milk.
Milk alert.
What do you mean I would ruin it? I say improve this comedic moment.
Like, she doesn't have much to milk. It's very flat.
Okay.
Just show the OG sprite. She's got some booba there.
Okay. All right, I'm
Come
back.
on, let's keep
Back to
going.
it.
All right. When Utaka's eyes met with hers, she smiled at him. She's definitely my type, Utaka thought.
Hey, you.
Big tough guy. He's big tough guy.
Were you really asked by Representative Sonozaki personally? Not by his secretary or someone else?
Kelly.
Ellie,
Yes, of course. Representative Sonozaki and I are very close. He sometimes calls me directly.
The elderly man continued to listen with a puzzled expression.
Who the hell are you?
Huh? There's no need for me to introduce myself. I'm just an ordinary policeman with the prefecture police headquarters.
What incredible timing, I mean. I can only laugh.
I can laugh, right? Wasn't sure.
Utaka couldn't understand why Oishi and the lady were laughing. What are you doing here together?
Well, you know. Remember that ticket? Didn't see the no left turn sign because of a tree branch. There was a policeman on a motorcycle waiting right at the exit, and I didn't think that was fair. Saburo-san said I should complain, so that's why he came along today.
Roadside streets of the city hall's jurisdiction. We get those complaints pretty often, but it's a rather complicated matter.
I didn't like the fact that a policeman was waiting at the exit. So I'm here to complain about it.
I understand. I'll take it to City Hall in the traffic section. I think you can settle this peacefully for today.
If you say so, we'll leave quietly for today.
He's just talking to a Yakuza.
When Utaka realized they were Oishi's guests, he fixed his tie and spoke up.
You'll have to pay for your traffic ticket. Law!
You sure are annoying, aren't you?
He is, isn't he?
Very.
Sometimes he can be pretty funny, though.
I'm in the middle of an important conversation with Uishi-san. You're done. Please get going. Have a nice day.
Grab.
Grab.
Oh, he's so dead.
You have a nice day too, sir.
Does grab mean what I think it means?
Grab. The two of them grabbed Utaka's shoulders from behind! The lady grabbed his right shoulder and the elderly man grabbed his left.
Mr. Prefectural Policeman, I have two things I detest in this world. You know what they are? One is shiitake mushrooms. Just don't like them. Never have. For since I was born. I don't like to eat them, and I don't like their broth either. Second one is lies. I don't like to use them, and I don't like people using them with me. How can I step back after being ridiculed like this? I am the demon princess of Shishibane City, Kane Sonozaki. Never back off when someone starts a fight with me.
Don't say that about yourself. Also, that would be pretty perfect if you used a citizen instead of the demon princess. Eh?
Eh? Ah!
The police officers, the citizens in the lobby, and Utaka's colleagues didn't know what was going on. Let me introduce them. This is Akane Sonozaki-san. She's the vice president of Shishibone City's Women's Kendo Club. And this is Saburo Sonozaki-san. He is an honorary director of the Prefectural Kendo League. Oh, I should mention his formal title. This is Shishibone City's second This is Shishibone's second district representative, Sonozaki-sensei. Well, you're here to give Utaka-kun a lesson, right? He's the instructor for the Prefectural Police's Kendo Club, after all. Thank you for coming. Here, please show them to the dojo.
Representative?
The same. Didn't you say we were close? I think we'll have lots of fun together today.
This guy is so dead.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Maybe we can even get Oreo involved and get the nail thing out.
The two of them were still clinging to his shoulders and laughing meaningfully. Utaka laughed along with them.
Dude, that was like...
I like that. That's pretty good.
Genuinely one of the funniest fucking chapters in this game.
And I was so waiting for this too. Like this, like it was just so much Chad energy from
I was
Rishi.
trying to figure out a way I could do old man, but not Okanogi.
Before we continue, I have to get into something a little bit more comfortable because it's fucking hot in my room. Give me a minute.
I got disappointed. I didn't try to go with
literally air conditioning on in my room right now.
Air conditioning.
Because I did mention air conditioning.
Which does it better?
I'm sorry, I can.
Shit's already started to pop off entirely.
Yep.
Well,
Hey, Con, you haven't seen the show, right? Like you're new to this, right?
It's a little different than what I expected from the anime, but this is awesome.
I'm slightly disappointed I didn't Nabo Taco with my Napa voice, but that voice probably would have hurt going on that long.
you know you're done fucked up, don't you?
I think we have around like 7 hours of Higurashi left.
7 hours of Higgy remaining.
Power
The
through,
7-hour war, let's go.
Then we can get more MILFs.
Hey, you want to go? You want to go long?
I'm just reading. I'm gonna read the gift.
I will scream. I will yell MILF alert for the 4, and that's it.
You're done fucked up. You know it, don't you? You're done fucked up.
You guys want to go long again
you know
and go until like 1 o'clock?
I don't
think we really need to.
I won't be able to. I've got work in the morning.
We can do it for Friday if we can push through.
What?
Yeah.
Do what?
Friday works best.
Kaneka, read that line I want you to read.
Do what?
Which line where?
I already posted it in the live general.
Oh, combo breaker. Oh, you mean he died 1,000 deaths?
In what voice?
Takano.
Do you mean he died 1,000 deaths? It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't. What is that from?
Oh, the reference to Thumpin'. I liked it.
I mean, like, we're just waiting for Orange right now.
Yep. Still, they already found the mole in the police station. Now let's see how Takano is slowly de-escalating in her mind.
Oh, I think she's escalating.
She's escalating. She's making me escalate.
de-escalating.
Haha! Got him!
Escalation.
Yeah.
You
You
use
have to dab twice in one afternoon. You're very proud of yourself.
Punch.
Sorry.
You use a gun. He uses a gun. He uses
Wait,
an
why
oil farm.
cannon?
Why cannon? I don't get it. Why, bruh?
I'm sorry, but no,
What?
that's I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Robu, I'm gonna be real. After doing years of research, this is what we call in the business a bra moment.
Is this a reference to something or?
No, it's just bra moment.
Yeah, I'm
Cannon
sorry,
Kun!
but
It's just
yeah,
it's just
I'm
cringy.
sorry, but I don't want to read
No.
that. Is it wrong that I don't want to read that?
No, it's not. It's
no, you're
not.
perfectly fine.
Fine not to read that.
So the video games. What do you like about video games? Do you like to shoot things dead?
I like dabbing, apparently.
Yes, the cannon dab.
Do you like the murder of innocent civilians like in Modern Warfare 2?
You mean no Russian?
Yeah,
Or
murdering
do you
civilians.
prefer swashbuckling puzzle games?
I prefer a game that is nice and chill.
What about Persona?
6 Days in Fallujah?
I would rather not. Can we not talk about murdering civilians?
Alright. Well, I don't think that happened in that
Look at
event.
Cannon Dab.
One game I'd actually classify as chill more than anything else that I have played. It wouldn't be Baba Is You. That one's more mentally frustrating.
Stardew Valley, sure.
I
mean, like-
actually have never played Stardew Valley.
The fuckwit I am, I would say Minecraft is relatively fucking calm.
I started playing that FF14 game. That seems cool. I haven't gotten that far though.
That's just horny calm. Well, that's horny calm for me, but whatever.
Wait, horny what?
Calm.
Calm?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's horny
calm.
for that game.
I don't know. That's not. I don't think it's that horny.
Well, it's not horny. Anyways, you know what? The horny bit's starting to get old. Time for a new bit. Time for... Jesus Christ, we're just taking a fucking minute.
What did you say
I'm
you
no
doing?
longer taking a minute.
Thank God! Let's fucking
We
go
were
on!
dying out here
Apologies.
because
Let's
we were not that
go.
funny.
It's getting really hot in my room, so I had to get a fucking fan to...
It's all. Yeah, I also
Cool
fan-
myself off
Flying
a little
window
bit.
fan is a good idea. I have one in my room.
Let's go!
I used to have a fucking, like, proper, like, overhead fan in my room, but that shit just fucking... The lighting started to get fucked up. Alright, anyways, whenever you're ready, Con.
All I remember is that one game with the little dude, and he's got the little pickaxe, and he's a fez on.
What?
He's
No,
back.
Fez, what is it?
I'm back. Hey,
He's back. We
I'm
must continue story and get to good.
Sorry, I was just trying to remember that game to tell Joshy about it.
Okay, so Takanos.
Right. You sure? You really confirmed that the Queen Carrier was at home yesterday?
What do you mean by confirm? I just went by because I heard she caught a cold. So how could they have found her corpse? That's just impossible.
That's right. It's impossible. But unless it's confirmed, some people might misunderstand.
Who would misunderstand what?
I mean, the whole village would go into a panic if they found out Rikafurude is dead.
Now I'm certain that she's lying. I don't know. I don't even need to wait to hear from Tomitake-san. Takano-san's objective is the execution of the emergency manual. His premise is about to be destroyed, and that's why she's panicking. She finally found someone who showed an interest in her research, made her feel better about herself. Yet that someone is about to cut her off, and that's why she's panicking. She's as pitiful as can be. If possible, there's a way to reach out to her. I reach out to save her from drowning. But my hand will never reach. It won't reach her until she reaches out. She's drowning. As long as she refuses to seek help, I'll never reach her. Until she realizes it herself. No matter how much I reach out, she'll refuse my helping hand. However, my selfish imagination will have to stop there for now. Is Rika-chan home or not? If she goes into the details, she'll become suspicious of me, as I told her I saw Rika-chan at home. It'll put me in a very dangerous position. A man who had been on the phone for some time put down the receiver. Chili!
Major. No answer. There's nobody home.
Is the observation unit saying?
Since the 17th, the day we started our observation, there hasn't even been one phone call.
Hey, Director Irie. That means Rika-chan is still at home, right?
Yeah. I guess so. I'm not sure. She has gotten so much better. Maybe she snuck out or something. Today's the day of the festival, remember? I think there's some vendors set up near Rika-chan's house. A lot of people around, so maybe your observers missed her.
Well, can that be possible?
Every time Director Irie leaves, we place a seal on the house afterwards. I don't think she could have gotten out through a window.
So the mountain dogs are certain that R has not left the house, right?
Yes. For certain. R is inside of the R residence. Why are they using R?
Code
People
names.
don't know that they're
Name-
going out.
Oh yeah, there's some people who aren't in on this in this secret bunker.
I don't know.
I guess Irie
It's
is.
it's what if there's people listening in? Like what if?
Oh
there's
yeah, they can get tapped. Fair enough. She hasn't left the house since the 17th. We're sure about that.
Only person who checked inside was Dr. Irie. Nobody from the mountain dogs did. You're sure about that, right?
Well,
One of the mountain dogs looked at me. I swallowed and then nodded to him.
And how do you explain R's corpse at the police station?
like I said, it's possible they made some kind of mistake. Autopsy isn't done yet. The body hasn't been confirmed to be Rikafude. It could just be a rumor.
You already said that! How many hours do you think have passed since that rumor has gotten to Tokyo? If we do something about this, Tokyo will...
Takano-san realized that I was standing next to her and shut her mouth. I could have told what she wanted to say, though.
Major, there's a phone call for you from Nomura-sama in Tokyo.
Shit! Damn it. Better to give me a little more time.
Takano-san usually has a lot of self-control. But she's not doing so well right now. Even her body language makes it clear how irritated she is. She has a habit of scratching herself. As she folded her arms, I could see marks where her nails touched her skin. She's clearly not doing well. Takano-san is rather occupied right now. I'll take it. Nomura-san, right? Never talked to her, have I?
Sorry. This phone call is from the Major.
The mountain dogs looked alternately between Takano-san's face and mine.
Director Irie, to take care of a few things. You please excuse yourself.
Oh, sure. I understand. You're in charge of the Institute. I shouldn't say anything, huh?
Somebody take him to the director's office. Hurry.
She's basically telling me to get out. I left the security room quietly.
Don't let your ass hit your... Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Fuck you.
Hello, this is Takano. Sorry to make you wait. I'm sorry to call you repeatedly. Did you find out anything else? Sorry. I've ordered my men to get to the bottom of this immediately. Some of them are headed to the police station, and I'm just waiting to hear from them. I see. So you should be hearing from them soon, right? What time do you think you can call us? I'll call you as soon as I can find out something. It's hard to say what time, though. As soon as possible, of course. Major, have you ever been on an airplane before? Yes, of course. When an airplane takes off, an enormous amount of power is needed. That's why sometimes there's engine trouble during takeoff. The plane hasn't sped up yet. All it has to do is slow down and abandon the takeoff. But if it's already sped up, it's more dangerous to stop, so they go ahead and take to the air. A jet plane has 4 engines, so even if one breaks down, it can still fly without problems. It's the same with our operation. There's more than one engine, so if we have enough speed, we'll go ahead with our plan. We'll figure out what to do later. But we are still only preparing to take off. You understand what I mean?
The first step of the operation was Tomatake's assassination. That hasn't even happened yet, so what Nomura was saying was correct.
If you already knew the plane you were on had a broken engine before it took off, what would you do? Get off. Right. The same thing for us. Clients want to get off the plane because they found out there was engine trouble before takeoff.
If they were already at the point of no return, then the little mistake wouldn't matter that much. Since they're still before that point, they're really cautious about even a tiny mistake.
You're checking it to see if it is in fact engine trouble as we speak. I know. You're like a traffic controller at a control tower. I'm like a flight attendant calming the passengers down. I'm doing my best to talk them into staying on board even though there's a chance the plane will never take off. If it takes too long to fix the problem, this flight may be cancelled completely. Major Takano, that means your grandfather's work will be forever known as a madman's nonsense. You understand that? When one girl dies, all the villagers will go mad. That's just too silly. Where did you get such an idea? Sounds like some fantasy. The hell? It's so stupid. What in the world do Hifumi and Mio Takano think they are? It's just too funny.
Takano ground her teeth. She squeezed the receiver so tightly her knuckles went white.
Anyway. Now, you understand what will happen? You get it? Grandfather's honor depends on this, as does yours. Yes. Thank you for thinking about us. Don't worry. I'm your only ally. I'll help you achieve the ending that makes you happy. I'll be with you until the very end. So please, find out if the information coming from the Okinomiya Police Department is true or false. I'll do my best. It's not easy to deal with unhappy clients. I'm sorry to go through that. Just give me a little more time. Yes. Yes. Bye.
Takano made sure that Nomura hung up first, and then hung up herself.
Hasn't Okanoki called yet? Call him!
Sorry about that. Major, we just called 10 minutes ago. He's supposed to call as soon as he learns something. Why don't you take a little break? Why don't you play some Minesweeper?
Yunam tried to serve her a cup of coffee to Takano, but she knocked it aside. The cup fell on the floor, making a black puddle. Everyone in the security room went silent.
If you want me to say the lines exactly as is, I will stop ad-libbing.
You can ad-lib if you want, just make sure it contains all the core information, you know?
No.
Somebody bring a mop to clean this mess up. Don't care if we called 10 minutes ago, call him again. Tell him to find proof that Rika Furude isn't dead and also capture Tomitake.
Takano was starting to realize something. By now she could sense that there was something behind Tomitake's disappearance. Tomitake must know something about what happened at the Okuniya police station. He might look dumb, but he somehow found out the plan, and he was trying to mess with Takano. Tomitake was clearly behind all of it. Takano had been intending to let him enjoy the festival that night if he behaved. The quickest way for Takano to be certain of what was happening would be to see Rika Furude's face at her house. But she couldn't leave and she couldn't trust Irie. Because there were too many people around for the festival, the mountain dogs had their hands full. She'd answer the phone, that'd do, but she wouldn't answer. That means the house was empty, and Rika Furude's death was real. What went wrong? Who deceived Takano? There was only one person. The only person that claimed that he saw her at the house. Irie was the most suspicious person around. Tomitake left the hotel and was nowhere to be found. Rika had left her house and was hiding somewhere else. In other words, Irie betrayed her and was in contact with Tomitake?
Start observing Director Irie.
What? Are you saying he's lying? Why would he do that, though?
Mitake must have noticed our plan. He left the hotel and told Rika to go somewhere safe. Deceived us. And we've been observing an empty house.
House can't be empty. There's definitely somebody in there.
You have proof that it's R? It's not her. Person is there simply to deceive the mountain dogs, only to make it look like Rika is home. That's it. Tell Okanogi to break into the R residence. Don't know who's in there, but whoever it is, they're connected to Tomitake and Rika. The heat on them.
But we can't break into the R residence. Not today.
Really? Are you looking at something?
There are just too many festival goers around here. We can't break in until the festival is over, which is around midnight. Sorry about that. I got a text that was very important.
That's why all of you are here, right? Just do something! Why can't you do what I tell you to do? And you follow my orders? And you only follow my patron's orders? Oh.
The unit members can only watch in silence. The unit members can only watch in... Oh, fuck. They knew nothing could comfort her. Noise of the phone suddenly broke the silence. Takano practically jumped.
Major, good news. I successfully got the number for the research division in Tokyo was calling for their special scheduled reports. The phone number is in Shishibone City.
Kelly.
Mountain dogs are trying to pinpoint the address.
It's Tomitake. It has to be. Skylark, gather your most capable men! He's being cautious, so don't make any mistakes! Heron, give them back up.
It's Heron, not Heron.
Who wants to be Skylark 1?
Heron sounds cooler, though.
Understood.
Understood.
Skylark 1 to all units. As soon as we get the address, we'll move in. Everyone, get on board!
Shit, hasn't our man from the phone company been called yet?
I'll look into it. Give me 5 minutes. It was 8:45 a.m. They didn't know where in Shishibone City he was staying. Depending on where it was, it might be too far to get there before 9 a.m. It have to depend on luck.
Damn it. Do it in 50 seconds, not 5 minutes! What the hell is taking so long? He's just punching numbers into a computer!
Got it! The address is Arasaka Block 1XX Hotel Moderato. Written through a switch, so its room number's unknown.
Did you hear that, Skylark?
We've got it. We're heading out.
Hey, Nappa.
Luckily, Hirosaka Block 1 was close enough. Okunogi had been right. Tomitake was hiding nearby. The garage door of Okunogi Gardeners opened up one after another, and the white van sped off in a hurry.
That piece of shit! It's our turn now. He didn't even think there could be someone working against him in the research division. Now it's our turn for a surprise attack!
It's
Hotel Moderato. Despite its name, it had a cheap, stay-in sign out front. A dilapidated business hotel on the outskirts of town. Perfect place for someone to lay low in. They might draw in some guests if they renovated a building into a more modern love hotel. It's clear they didn't have a capital for renovations and could go under at any minute. That's the kind of hotel it was. Mitake was staying in one of the rooms on the second floor. The interior of the room was worse than his previous hotel. There had been a bed and a phone. The phone was what he needed the most at the moment. He didn't have to receive regular reports, keep changing hotels, which was safer. He needed up-to-date information from the research division, and his course of action would change according to the information. Moving about necessarily might cause miscommunication in case of an emergency. Mitake never suspected that there was a spy in the research division. The ticking sound from the clock echoed throughout the room. It was almost 9 a.m. The phone might not ring at 9 a.m. on the dot. Tomitake waited in front of the phone patiently. To organize the information in his head so he could answer questions more calmly. At the same time, he kept in mind the possibility of an attack. The time he heard a woman scream in the distance. It happened again. He heard another scream. Tomitake got the sense that something was happening inside the hotel. His intuition told him that. Someone was checking every single room with a master key. Tomitake opened the curtain a little. Saw several mountain dogs were blocking all the ways out of the hotel. How long had they been there? Finally. They had finally found where he was. Tomitake could hear the loud footsteps. He heard voices too.
music.
The next one, this one's empty. Next.
The cheap hotel would have chains on the door. They had no means to fend off the master key. Tomitake could tell where they were around 20 of them. No. Maybe there were more. It would be no use trying to fight with them. All he could do was hide. Under the bed? Or in the bathroom? The ceiling wouldn't open up like in the movies. Should he jump out the window? It was the second floor after all. Perfectly possible to survive a jump. They would be expecting that, however. Yet this was right on city grounds. He was confident in his legs it wouldn't be possible to outrun them. Tomitake soon heard footsteps inside his floor. This was it! He jumped from the window! There were some mountain dogs on the ground waiting for him. They pointed, about 6 of them started running after him. Tomitake shot right up from the position he landed in. Took the mountain dogs by surprise. He then started to dash right after he jumped off the second floor window, fuck. Tomitake was prepared to do something like that. He had been training in case of an emergency, just like this one.
Skylark 10 to Skylark 1. We've located the target. He's running. We need assistance. I just realized this isn't Skylark 1. Skylark 1 to Heron. The target is heading west. Use the back alleys. Stop him.
Roger that. Heron 2, 3, and 4. Head over there.
Here he comes! Tim!
The members of the Mountain Dogs jumped out from behind the streetlights and stood in Tomatake's way. They prepared to stop him, but Tomatake kept running at full speed. He quickly realized he wasn't running towards them to knock them out. He was trying to run past them. There was no point in them taking a fighting position. They lowered themselves to tackle him simultaneously.
Ow! Whoa!
Tomatake jumped over them. He jumped over them like an Olympic athlete leaping. He jumped over them like an Olympic athlete leaping over a hurdle. Nah. Well, he wasn't an Olympic athlete, and these weren't hurdles. Tomatake's heel struck one of the dogs. The two flanking Tomatake thought they'd seized hold of him. However, as he flew over them easily, he grabbed onto the two of their heads and smashed them against each other.
Yeah!
Tomatake knew this wouldn't stop them. He gained a little time to run.
Target broke through the West Intercept team. Still running! Doing some kind of Linkara running shit!
Damn it! What are you doing? Heron 10! Go around in the car! Take a second left and we'll get him at 9 o'clock!
Are you okay? Shit. Don't let him get away.
4. New person, go. Go. I'll do it.
What strength? Shit, my nose is still bleeding.
Tomatake-san saw a van with its door wide open ahead of him. It couldn't stop in time and hit the wall. As it stopped, several mountain dogs jumped out of the van.
Stop him, no matter what. Stop him.
Come on! There are 5 of us! Tomatake found 5 men ahead of him. He didn't even think those 5 could stop him. Why do trains sound their horns at people on the rails? Not because the train will get damaged. Because the people will get hurt! Get away! He yelled at them like the horn on a train. He wasn't warning them because they were in his way. He was warning them so they didn't get hurt.
Did we have
How big
7?
we are? We outnumber him 5 to 1. Oh no, we can't stop him. No way. Let's go.
Let's
Sorry,
go.
this is funny to me.
Tomatake didn't grin. After all, trains don't grin.
Oh god,
Zoom down on his dick?
Zoom down his boob.
Oh.
Yeah, on his like dog tag. Just...
Wait, what was that noise?
Oh!
Crap!
Bone, your hair on 1.
Oh, I thought I was Skylark 1.
No, you're also hair on 1.
We've captured Tomatake.
Really? It didn't take that long. I want to ask him some questions. Don't kill him, okay? Bring him over here. Kill him afterwards, but I've already got a great way for him to go.
The phone continued to ring inside of Tomatake's empty hotel room. In 30 minutes, Tomatake was dragged to the back door of the Erie Institute, wearing a gag and handcuffs. Tomatake didn't even move, as though he was sedated. The mountain dog members had carried him out of the van. Erie saw Tomatake from his window and came out of the office in a hurry. Takano was already there. What's going on here, Takano-san? The mountain dog suddenly glared at Irie. He realized that he shouldn't have left his room.
I didn't see Judo-san for a while, so I became worried and had the mountain dogs look for him. It was a good thing I did, because look, He's gone terminal.
He still had terminal symptoms? Are you sure? Of course, Tomitake didn't reply. He decided not to say any more. I see. That's very unfortunate. Let's give him some medication as soon as we can.
Of course. I hope it's not too late.
Irie already knew. The mountain dogs had tracked him down. Irie wasn't sure if Tomitake was able to arrange something with Tokyo. He wasn't even sure if the bloodhounds had been called in. He guessed that Tomitake didn't have time. If the bloodhounds were called in, the mountain dogs would catch that information. If that was the case, they'd likely drop everything and run. Tomitake was captured and they brought him back to the Institute. It means if it hadn't gotten that far and they were still trying to fix the damage. In other words, Tomitake wasn't able to do what they had hoped for. What were they going to do to Tomitake? They brought him back alive, were they planning to torture a confession out of him? That would be very dangerous for him. He'd likely end up dead. Irie realized they had to do something in Tomitake's place. The main reason why Irie had to rescue Tomitake was because he had no way of contacting Tokyo on his own. Takano wanted Irie to be useless. Never told him about how to get in touch with Tokyo. Irie could receive phone calls from Tokyo, but he could only call them through Takano. Therefore, Tomitake was the key. Unless Irie rescued him, they couldn't possibly win. But Irie wasn't like the mountain dogs. He was simply a researcher. There was no way Irie could rescue Tomitake from such a high-security area. There were 8 mountain dogs in the building. There were usually only 2, but Takano had called in more. Of course, the basement was a highly secured area, and one needed an access card to get in. That card was only given to people in Irie's position. In addition to the access card, one would need a fingerprint match as well. The access card alone wouldn't do it. Therefore, the only person who could rescue Tomitake from this high-security basement was Irie. And so, even if it was impossible, Irie had to do it. Irie bunched up his hands into fists and held them tight to encourage himself. But he only noticed that his fists were shaking.
On Irie, step up!
Irie, you forget?
Irie remembered what Akasaka had told him. But it's very hard to anticipate your own danger. You can't underestimate it. You didn't even get a chance to make the phone call. There's something odd, that's an emergency. Knowing the seriousness of the conspiracy, they won't hesitate to kill us. Please be very careful. Please be very careful. Irie felt the cold sweat pooling on his back. Was this the emergency Akasaka was talking about? You shouldn't think that it was still okay. He might lose the chance to run. He realized that trying to do something by himself was foolish. He had a security access card, true. That didn't mean he had to rescue Tomitake by himself. It was like how everyone else was trying to combine their efforts. He should also ask for help. Also, Tomitake was in their hands. The mountain dogs had realized they were under attack and were preparing to counter. It's possible they were suspicious of Irie, too. Once they broke into Rika's house, Irie's lies would be exposed. Indeed. This was the emergency Akasaka was talking about. Irie had realized that. He was already in danger. He needed to leave immediately. Sonozaki residence was their gathering spot in case of an emergency. His allies were congregating at the Sonozaki residence. He should explain the situation to them and think of how to rescue Tomitake. Takano probably wouldn't kill Tomitake immediately. She was intending to kill him at night as the 5th year's curse. There was still little time left. He had allies and with his security access card, still a chance to rescue him. Irie had to let Akasaka know that he was escaping. They became suspicious of Irie, checked the house, and Akasaka would be in danger too. In other words, it could cause a chain reaction. Irie did miss his last chance to escape. They still had to do his final job. Irie picked up the phone on his desk and called Rika's home number and left. It continued to ring like that, sounding the emergency signal. Irie thought back to when he was wondering about how long he was going to stay in this director's room. He never knew this day would come so suddenly. Now was the framed picture of his parents on his desk. Irie had become a doctor so he could clear up the misunderstandings between his parents and regain his family ties. How did he get involved in something like this? No. He would return. He would return and continue the fight against Hinamizawa syndrome. He vowed to himself that he would never abandon that responsibility. I'll be back, Mom and Dad. Irie said his final goodbye and left the director's office.
Ellie.
My mic was muted. Major, there's a call from the director's office to an outside number. The phone number is the R residence.
Hmm? What does that mean? Listen in.
Of course. Put it up over the speaker. Thank
you.
One of the members flipped the switch. There was the sound of a ringtone.
Why is Director Irie calling that house now?
The R really is at home, and he's trying to let her know that Tomitaki's been captured.
That might be it. He has no idea we're listening in.
They're 3 steps ahead of you.
What was Irie about to talk about? Going to talk about? Takano waited patiently to eavesdrop on a conversation. And there's nothing but a ringtone. It had been over 30 seconds. There was no answer. Nobody was home.
Ellie.
The director sure is patient. I guess he's sure that she's home. Major! You have a director of a security camera at the back door. On the security camera.
The black and white quad display monitor showed Irie running out of the back door.
What's going on? Who's calling from the director's room?
Takano became utterly confused, but the ringtone continued. It couldn't be! Takano finally realized what was going on.
It's a trap! He knew
Back
we
door.
were listening in, so he made a fake call. He's a traitor. Catch him!
A security room on the first floor. Up Director Irie at all costs. Target is heading for the secure staff parking lot from the back door.
The 2 Mountain Dogs who were playing cards in the security room on the first room jumped into action.
I'm jumping into action.
The security room was located next to the back door, so Irie was still within reach. Irie had made a serious mistake. Still to clank during the 30 seconds Takano and her men were listening to the ringtone. They got to the parking lot and he realized he forgot his car keys on the desk in the director's office. They had to go back and get it.
Oh, no!
It was only at this point he realized that he shouldn't have gone back. Should have escaped on foot. But Irie wasn't used to emergencies, unlike Akasaka. The typical mistake any normal person would never have gone through anything dangerous to make. Who had never gone through anything dangerous. Although he made mistakes, he didn't forget to call Akasaka. People usually become extremely clumsy when they're in a rush. All he did was turn the key, but he couldn't even do that smoothly. He kept turning the key. Finally, the engine started. Irie still thought that he was alright. When one of them questioned it, all he had to do was say that he was going out to get something. As the handbrake was when he released the handbrake with his sweaty left hand, he saw 2 of the Mountain Dogs dashing out the back door. He then looked around. Irie's eyes met with one of theirs in the rearview mirror. I'm fucking up super hard right now. Ugh.
You're trying to do it fast. I get it.
And he pointed at Irie's car, and the 2 of them started running towards it. The 2 looked extremely serious, and certainly not like they were chasing after him to return a dropped pen. Oh! Oh! Irie's body was soaked with sweat. Before the 2 of them could jump on the car, Irie stumped on the gas pedal and the car took off after spinning its wheels.
Deja vu, I've been in this place before.
Of course, the dogs didn't give up. They got in their own car and started to chase after Irie.
Security to base! The director is on the run in his car. You want us to force him to stop. Major?
This is Takano. Probably headed to the Furude shrine. There are too many people there, so it'll be impossible to catch him. Fine. Don't worry about injuries. Don't let him go. Stop him by any means necessary.
Roger that. Force him to stop. A backup, just in case. Over. I should really put on different places for this. We'll send Nightingale as backup. Don't wait for them. Stop him right now! Sorry for being a little late.
It's fine. The mountain dogs had Iria's car in the view as it ran away at full speed. They found a perfect spot and timing to stop him. I need to drive a car when you're on a rush. Of course, the more you step on a gas pedal, the more speed you gain. When you're in a hurry, you can't control the steering wheel well enough to escape quickly. Irie could see his pursuers in the rearview mirror. Really distracted by that, he was driving carelessly. His driving was so reckless that he could easily get into an accident of his own. As the fear was driving him into confusion, he made a wrong turn. And that mistake made him even more confused and panicked.
Yeah, come on, director. You're gonna lose your license for driving like that.
Well, the two guys were ordered to stop him, and they were starting to think that Irie is going to go into an accident without them doing anything. Get into an accident, They're not drag this into a car chase if they didn't have to.
Denton.
This is Phoenix 1. Security vehicle, come in.
Commander! Security vehicle here. Still chasing him. We're on the path for the forest near the 5th District. Not sure of the exact location.
We're heading your way as backup, as per HQ's order. Estimated time of arrival is in 15 minutes. Don't wait for us. I don't think we'll be there in time.
Okanogi grumbled. He had to leave Okonomiya in a hurry to respond to Major Princess. With the distance, there is no way he could get there in time. Even so, he was still ordered to provide backup. He could have explained, but the princess wouldn't have listened to him anyway. The mountain dogs who were with Okanogi smiled bitterly.
In which direction are you heading?
The worst case scenario, we'll end up leaving town.
Don't let him. We'll comb the hills for him, so break his legs. Is there anyone else there? Any weapons?
All the forest. There's nobody around. You have one submachine gun in the security vehicle.
The guy in the passenger seat reclined it, climbed into the back, lifted up one of the seats and took out a black machine gun. Paint on the corner was coming off and the shiny silver metal was exposed. It was a machine gun, but it didn't look as powerful as an ordinary one. However, once the dog extended the shoulder stock and set it in place, the weapon looked far more vicious.
It's an MP5, correct?
Yes.
Is it an A5? Or SD3?
The man in the backseat looked at a uniquely shaped gun barrel. It was thick and long.
That's what she said. It's SD3. It's a silencer as well.
You're allowed to fire. Shred his tires with a full burst.
Watch your back. We're attacking. Attack! Attack! Attack!
The guy in the backseat opened up the driver's side back window and leaned out of the car. His sharp eyes aimed at one of the tires on Irie's vehicle. It was a straight road. Irie's car was weaving, but not enough to avoid a shot. The pursuers had his car on their sights. They were trying to get as close to Irie's car as possible. They were afraid they might get caught up if it overturned. Inside, it was close as they were going to get.
I'm gonna fire on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Bracka, 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 bracka.
And the machine gun maid was a lot quieter than what people would have imagined. But its power was unimaginable. One of the tires in Irie's car was cut to shreds and collapsed in a puff of white smoke. As one tire collapsed all of a sudden, Irie lost control of his car. He tried to steer away, but it made things even worse. As it spun, Irie's car drove off the shoulder of the road and slid down the slope into the forest. The trees breaking and the car being battered from every direction disappeared down into a slope. The pursuers stopped their car and looked down after it. Plants were growing so high it was impossible to check from there.
The attack was successful. The target vehicle went down the slope. It's possible the driver is dead. Search on foot.
Phoenix 1, roger. Nightingale's in the area. If you're lucky, you'll run into them. We aren't even close. I'm counting on you. Good luck.
Roger. Ending transmission. Over and out, I guess. Go!
The mountain dogs left their car and headed back into the woods without hesitation. Akasaka had received the phone signal from Irie, and we're gonna stop here because it's like midnight now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
alright.
chapter still got like 2 hours in it.
Dude, this is like... Is this the most hot chapter you guys have recorded?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I guess, technically.
This is probably the best one.
Yep.
Like, the best part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy I got to do the Mountain Dogs, because I want to practice for getting, like, you know, big roles like that.
As I said, I need to get a drink before I continue because ouchie.
Execute, execute, execute.
Oh.
But that fucking fight between Alicia and Otaka, man, that was the best. I don't really care about this, like, gunfight on the car. It's interesting, but that was key,
Yeah, that was
man.
pretty good.
But that scene didn't have my son in it, so it's not as good.
Yep, this was a pretty good episode. Overall.
It's
Yeah.
turned into, like, a fucking video game all of a sudden.
It's almost like there was
Shots
only
fired.
one bad part at all in this entire episode. Like, just only one bad part. And everything else was really
The
good.
fragments.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like, I was fucking waiting for the fragments because the goddamn story is really good. But, if you, like, were like me and basically fell asleep for the entire fragments, the anime does it in 4 episodes, you know, like, less than 2 hours, is really good.